Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about something very close to my heart that's really sad for me. We're going to talk about Infinity Nikki 1.5 Sea of Stars. Some of the backlash, the destruction of the coziest little game to now a full-blown gotcha scam, the glitches, and lastly my opinions on this update. Okay y'all, so on April 28th the Sea of Stars update was released. Now, there was major hype about this patch as the Sea of Stars has been a core element in other Infinity Nikki games and is beloved by its fan base. There was promises of now being able to dye certain pieces of outfits. The artwork looked absolutely beautiful for the game, so everybody, myself included, were so hyped. So I go to log in, right? And my experience is I'm literally stuck on a 1.3 screen and I can't log in. That's okay, right? First day bugs, whatever. 5 days go by, no updates though. No anything. I'm still stuck on the same freaking screen. I'm impatient at this point, so where do I go? I turn to Reddit. There I find a crazy, and I mean a crazy amount of information, like a complete cesspool. It turns out everyone, console, PC, everybody is experiencing glitches that make the game quote unquote unplayable, such as people like me stuck on 1.3 screen, buttons not working, crashes, lagging, you name it, it was there. The fan base was rightly pissed. So I find a comment that tells me how to fix my glitch, and it turns out that I have to delete and re-download my game, which will cause me to lose all of my pictures apart from my hourglass ones. That sucks because a lot of those pictures were personal to me and I just wanted to keep them. It was nice. But I end up sadly doing it anyways because I really wanted to see the game. It ends up working and I'm able to get in, so I'm happy about that. And then the game drops me into the story with this lady named the Seer. She tells me to follow her to the Sea of Stars. I go through a series of beautiful but unskippable scenes. As the scenes go on, I notice some outfit glitches, but I don't think much of it. I'm expecting buggy at this point anyways. Then the seer lady lays this one on me. The world has been destroyed by Nikki. And she drops me into the Sea of Stars, literally. So I'm confused now. Where do I go? What do I do? So I go straight to Reddit to find Infold has completely retconned the original story, which was a young girl who found her mother's dress and was whisked away into a magical world with a mysterious connection to a goddess named Ina. Oh, and her best friend Momo, he tags along too, and he really loves barbecue, so y'all should so bring some. But the story was adorable, and fans were really loving it. So the fan base became even more upset at this point. Why would you even do something like that? But y'all, it got nastier. So let's talk about the two new outfits and the dye situation. So both of the new outfits you get from RNGesus are strangely 11 pieces. Before they've always been between 8 to 10. So, okay, what does that even mean? This means your max PD, I don't know what the word is 220 pulls, and that is only for the base outfit and one recolor. To get the final evolution, you need to pull the entire outfit again. That's 440 pulls. That's a lot of currency if you think about it. And that is basically forcing you to spend money when the free-to-play currency through the contest, the Mira Crown thing, is now on a 16-day cycle rather than 14, by the way. So what's up with the dyes? Okay, so we're all like so hyped about the dye system. Everyone loves a taste of individuality in a game, and this offered that. However, 90% of the palette colors are locked behind a new currency. The only source of that currency is the monthly shop. It would take forever to get every palette, y'all. The dyeing palettes have to be unlocked for each piece at a time instead of the whole outfit. You wouldn't be able to unlock every palette for one 5-star outfit even if you saved the currency for a year. The only way to get more palette currency, by the way, is through your money. So Infold attempts this little half-assed apology, claiming the 11 one-piece outfits were so necessary. However, in these outfits, the socks aren't needed, and it truly seems like they just slapped them on Nikki's feet for some extra cash. So, anyways, I know that's a lot, and I'll get on with the rest of my experience and opinions. So, after I'm dropped into the sea of stars, I am faced with buttons not working, lagging, and most of the quests are just not working, and the game's completely broken. And I'm not seeing one update since the patch's release to fix anything, which is wild because this game used to update all the time. And y'all, I mean all the time. Now, in my opinion, a similar thing has happened before in another game known as Neverwinter, and I'm gonna link y'all a video to Josh Strife Hayes where he talks about what happened in Neverwinter because I see a lot of similarities here. It's kind of crazy. So, on that note, my personal opinion is that they're actively trying to kill the game. I don't think Infinity Nikki received the amount of microtransactions they originally thought it would. And that's why now we're seeing 11-star outfits, the dye situation, and y'all, it's only gonna get worse too if we allow Info to turn our cozy game into a gotcha scam. I love this game. I don't want to see it die. So that's why I'm actively joining the girl caught against Infinity Nikki, and I'm begging y'all to do the same. Don't spend your money on a company that's actively shitting on its own community. Uninstall your game and leave a negative review. We don't need to stand for this. We deserve better. And with that being said, I just want to thank you all for joining my little TED Talk today on Infinity Nikki. And much love. Please stay kind and stay safe.